Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Hot Reacts Only. It's been a while, but we got a fresh one for you. I'm actually really excited to do this one. We're going to be covering the song Big Trouble in Little China, which is the end credit song that was written for the film Big Trouble in Little China. It is by the Coupe de Villes, and if you don't know who the Coupe de Villes are, I don't know why you would. It's John Carpenter, Nick Castle, who is the original Michael Myers from Halloween, the original Halloween, and Tommy Lee Wallace, who was a director, producer, writer, friend of John's, friends of Nick's. The most famous thing you probably would be familiar with him that he directed from Tommy Lee Wallace would be the miniseries It, that came out like the early 90s, 1990, I think. That was kind of like the biggest thing he did. He also directed Halloween 3, which has, become kind of a cult movie over the years. But for the most part, that's what most people knew Tommy Lee Wallace from, at least as a director. But for whatever reason, they decided, Carpenter and the studio, Universal decided, well, we need to have like a theme song. We need to have an end credits song. So Carpenter, who was already doing the score, wanted the song to be in line, in theme with his score. So he wanted to do it himself. And for whatever reason, they produced a music video, which I have no idea what kind of play this got. I don't know if it was on regular TV or if it was only available like in promotional videos that you would see at like a movie rental place or a Blockbuster or whatever. Maybe that's where it would play, but it is kind of baffling. Now, I am cheating a little bit. Most of the time on Hot Reacts Only, I have not actually seen it, or it's been so long since I've seen it. I did actually watch this a few weeks ago because I didn't know that this existed. And my wife and I were just like hanging out one Saturday night. We watched Big Trouble in Little China. Like, I bought the Scream Factory edition of the movie. And one of the special features was a music video. And I was just not aware of it. Even being a huge Carpenter fan, I had no awareness of this thing. I had no idea it existed. But without further ado, instead of just keeping blathering on, because I can, but let's just check it out. Let's jump in. It's going to be so much fun, guys. Oh, yeah, see? John's the director, surveying the scene. He's in the editing bay with his boys, his friends. He's got Nick Castle. He's got Tommy Lee Wallace. He says, "You guys mind checking out a cut of the picture?" Now, I got to tell you, though. I got to say right up front. This is fine for me. This is fine. There is something about that voice and that face that's kind of cracking me up a little bit. And also like the seriousness of it. Like, how self-aware do you think this is? I guess we're going to find out as we go along more. Like, we'll discover whether or not they're kind of in on what they're doing. Oh, shit. We better run through the mystic night. Oh my God. You gotta love the lyrics. So that right there, I think that's Tommy Lee Wallace. And the other guy that was singing, I believe, was Nick Castle. Running through the mystic nights. So they're like going in theme. Now this reminds me a little bit, lyrics wise, right? A little bit of Deepest Bluest Shark Fin, the first ever Hot Reacts Only. You should go check it out. You should go check out that video. It is one of the funnier ones of these I've ever done. But something that actually speaks to the plot and the scenes of the movie, like they actually like kind of there's a verisimilitude there. There's a connection there. It's not just like a commissioned song. Like, this is part of the piece. This is part of the Big Trouble and Little China experience. Oh, shit. Do you have any idea how fucking cool these guys feel? Do you have any idea? Could you even fucking imagine yourself reaching these kinds of heights of pleasure? I'm telling you, buddy, You do not. You have not. And you could not.
Big trouble in little China. You can feel the thunder moving, baby, like an evil dream.
I like this solo. Hold on, let's go back a second here. I like this. You see the man. You see his friend. He's sitting here next to looks like probably an old Avid. But then there's like the face of God. Like there's layers here that's going on, okay? Like there's a separate reality happening, and Carpenter lives in both planes of existence simultaneously. Almost like God the Father, God the Son. Like a Jesus Christ type figure of his own music video. Looking down, singing with himself, creating a harmony. Oh my God, see, he's being attacked by his own film. He's being attacked by his own film. That's interesting. And it has like a meta quality to it that obviously ends up being kind of prophetic. Because if you don't know, if I didn't say earlier, I can't remember. Big Trouble in Little China, huge fucking bomb. Basically puts Carpenter in director's jail for the most part. He did low budget indie movies pretty much from this onwards. All the way up to The Ward. Even some of the studio movies he did were very small studio movies. Even Escape from LA, for what it was attempting to be, pretty small budget.
Running through the mystic night, running till the take us away.
Are they wearing like it's hard to tell in these old music videos here. What is he wearing? See, now he's elevated. This is like his shadow self. Like you're seeing the man, you're seeing the workman, you see like kind of the Godhead, how he feels like he's overlooking himself in the process. And now we're seeing like the shadow self. Like this is the shadow Carpenter, the fucking cool Carpenter. The one that's into the evil, the one that's into the magic, the one that's into the destruction, even if it's self-destruction. He wants it all. Carpenter wants it all in this video. He wants it all in this experience. Pretty intense stuff.
Take us away, take us away. Big trouble in little China. We got big trouble here in little China.
See this again. Now, could we say, oh, this is just a sly reference to the film? It's just a character from the film, a little nod to the movie. We were seeing footage. Oh, we have one of these little creatures. But no. See, when he opens the film canister, he's presented with his own kind of mortality. His career. Everything's on the line for Carpenter when it comes to Big Trouble in Little China. Pretty substantial budget. You had some big stars. Kim Cattrall, Kurt Russell. Not fucking around, okay? Kurt Russell, this is post Overboard. Whatever the fuck that movie was called. And he's seeing the evil. He's looking at his own film as if it is the embodiment of evil. Just saying.
You can feel the wind is rising, baby. Now the truth is here.
See, and now we have like a David Lynch-like moment here. Look at this. Look at this. So, this reminds me of Fire Walk with Me. Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. When they're looking at security footage. See, he knows he's being watched. Now, but is he being watched by his own movie? Is this the perspective of the Godhead Carpenter? Are they both watching him? Is there a war going on with the Godhead and then the character from his movie? Like his movie, they're all both vying for control. See, now I like this move here. Now this is a pro move. This is sexual. This is pure sex. Oh yeah, see that? Ooh, yeah, the darkness calls my baby. That guy's, he's getting down. He's not a day player, okay? This is Nick Castle. He's Carpenter's friend. And he throws his entire body into the performance, into the song, into the music. See, like, he becomes a wizard again. Like, again, this is his shadow self. This is the person that really knows. The part of him that really knows what's at stake here for his career, for himself. So we're going to run through the mystic nights. He doesn't care how people feel. He doesn't care how the studio is going to feel. He doesn't care how the audience is going to feel. He's fucking barreling forward with his vision. There's an alchemy to filmmaking. It is mystical in some sort of way. All of these different elements that come together, if you're a good filmmaker, to make a cohesive, coherent narrative or a story or a visual presentation. Not everybody can do it. And what do we value the most in our artists? What do we value? We value integrity. And Carpenter here, he's showing, I have integrity. Deep down inside, I will do what I want to do. Popularity be damned. Oh my God. Hold on here. So what are they all doing? What are the different parts here? Editor, director, score, audience member maybe, friend, second opinion. Exactly. You see here? Look. Look at this. See Tommy Lee Wallace here. He brings us back into the footage of the film. He's the viewer. He says, look at what my friend has done. Look what we've accomplished here. Check it out. See, I like this also, this other layer here. This, I don't know what you would call this effect. It's like a primary color is, I don't know. I don't know what you would call this. I have no idea. I'm not going to pretend like I know either. I'm not going to play that game with you. Okay? But it cracks me up. And it adds another layer. Now, what does this layer represent? Is this the transition between your waking self and your shadow self? Is that what this is? It's like the portal. Self-actualization, part of this process. Look, he's even got this kind of this halo thing going on here. Like he's like one of those old like pieces of Catholic iconography, like one of those etchings. You know, like you see the Virgin Mary, you see Jesus. You know what I'm talking about. That's what it looks like a little bit there.
We got big trouble in Little China. We got big trouble in Little China.
See now, like I said, I think we've come to this place of self-actualization. You have Carpenter and his cohorts, the DeVilles, the Coupe DeVilles, are now all themselves in the shadow realm. Even John's kind of confused, like, what is going on? Like, what is happening right now? That's like a weird way to end a video, right? This little section here. It's just... Carpenter's looking around. He's like, can we stop? It's fucking super serious, dude. Oh! And they've defeated the evil. Even in the music video, they have defeated the evil. Well, so there you have it. Big Trouble in Little China by the Coupe de Villes, John Carpenter, Nick Castle, Tommy Lee Wallace. Now, it is one of those things, it is clearly referencing the movie. That seems pretty clear. But it seems like it's also kind of talking about a little bit about the process of being a creative person and making a movie and what that feels like. Like all these different little layers, these little sets they had, right? Like we can go back and look. Let's see here. So we have the studio, we have the editing bay, we have Godhead Carpenter, we have Kim Cattrall, we have the movie, which also is kind of this ever-present thing in the video, right? It's always kind of looming over everything because it's, in a lot of ways, right, it's the most important thing. It's the most important piece of this creative endeavor is the film. This song only exists because the film exists. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So what else? What is the other? Oh, let's see Nick Castle. Oh yeah, see? Throws that body around. He's not messing around. Imagine waking up to that. Imagine feeling like you're being hunted by that creature. My goodness. So, and here we go again. Now we have the transition period where we're going into the self-actualization, into the shadow self. They're confronting themselves. Now we have Godhead Carpenter overlooking everything, singing with himself, harmonizing. While he's trying to finish the picture, he's trying to lock picture, he's trying to get the final edit, So you have to have the broad view, the God view, and then also the workman. Like this guy, he's got the vision, but this guy is a pragmatist. He's down on the floor. He's cutting the film. And that could be a tough situation to be in, right? It could be a tough situation. Might have to make some hard decisions. What else? And now we got these guys in the shadow realm looking like wizards. Well, at least Carpenter does. What the fuck was going on with these guys? Like he's wearing a fucking sweater and a collared shirt. Carpenter is over here somewhere. Dressed like a wizard. He's dressed like a goddamn wizard. It's like in this almost looks like it could be a kimono. I don't think so. I think it's just a billowy silk shirt. It's a cool outfit. Look, I'm not gonna say it's not cool. I'm not gonna even say that I wear it. Of course I would. I'm a fucking cool guy. And I like to do cool guy shit, like wear cool threads. I like to have my drip. Okay? I like to have all that stuff sorted out. It's funny because it is just like just the people in like probably some very basic editing software, some very basic stuff. Like, what would be a cool, like, what are we gonna do? Like, who conceptualized this music video? I have to imagine it was Carpenter. I am struggling a little bit to understand what motivated the decision. I mean, honestly, Carpenter and the Coupe de Villes, or maybe he made this band. I don't think he created the band specifically for this movie. He may have, though. There's not a ton of information about the Coupe de Villes online, honestly. I would like to, in my mind, I like to think that he just made the Coupe de Villes just for this music video. But it does seem like just the creation of the song itself presents a lack of self-awareness about who you are and what you're doing. I mean, these are like a bunch of middle-aged dudes like trying to make like a kind of a soft alt-rock pop song for the end of Big Trouble in Little China. You know, is that just me? And like I said, I love John Carpenter. But I would love to know if there's an interview or something where they talk about Wizard, where they talk about him doing this. I don't know if there is or if there isn't. I honestly have no idea. I should probably look into that. I should probably reinvest in my knowledge of Big Trouble in Little China just for posterity, just so I don't embarrass myself like right now. Like somebody's going to watch this and be like, what do you mean you don't know about the Coupe de Villes? What do you mean you don't know why Carpenter did it? What do you mean, fella? So it seems like, okay, so look at this right here. So right here. So Carpenter's in his regular clothes right here. Nick Castle's in what he's wearing pretty much the entire video. So the only person that has a direct costume change is Carpenter. Which, honestly, like if I was doing this, if this was me, I would totally be goofing the entire fucking time. I would do that. I would be like, oh, let's wear crazy clothes and be stupid and silly. So maybe that's where he's coming from. Carpenter has, say what you will about John Carpenter, but what he has is a great kind of blue collar attitude towards filmmaking and everything surrounding it. And he does have like self-awareness in some respects when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I imagine like he has to like kind of know how ridiculous this is. And the idea of like, and this must have just been like a fuck it thing, right? Because why else? Like, why else would you do this? There's no way like a studio would have been like, hey, John, could you get the boys together and make a fucking end credit song? No, they're probably like, hey, can we get like a pop star? Can we get like Eddie Money or I don't know, somebody? Anybody? Get Will Smith, get Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince come in here. Now here's a little story about a place called China. Little China. Lots of trouble. Big trouble, y'all. Don't tell your parents. Don't make me call. But anyways, you like my rap skills? Holy shit. I'm about to be signed. I'm about to be discovered. I also really like Not Nick Castle. Tommy Lee Wallace, secret MVP of this. Look at him back here. He's just fucking rocking the fuck out, dude. Look at him. He's like boom, 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 boom. Take us away. Oh yeah. Big trouble.
We got big trouble in Little China. We got big trouble.
Okay, so here we go. So now we're seeing some costume changes with the other guys. Maybe I missed that before. So that would add into that element of like the shadow self, the shadow world. Maybe John is at odds with it, kind of, and these guys have to kind of invite him into that space. Unfettered creativity, wild abandon, not caring. Like, John, just make your picture. Just make your movie, John. You're brilliant. You're a star, baby.
Little China.
See, be right here. Now they're all in their regular clothes. What the fuck is he wearing? What is Tommy Lee Wallace wearing? That jacket is a choice. Is it the same? It looks like that's just a big jacket. It's like just a big sports coat. Pretty fucking tight, if you ask me. Honestly, if I had the Tommy Lee Wallace drip, I'd wear that jacket too. Not everybody can pull that off, Pretty impressive. Oh, look at this. The beautiful Kim Cattrall before she became a weirdo. She was just in movies like Big Trouble in Little China and Porky's, showing her boobs. What a time to be alive. Let's see here. Let's scrub through a little bit more. We'll see if we can find anything else. Still, this is a completely bizarre ending. But does it tie into maybe the broader themes of the music video about creativity and integrity? So you have Carpenter here in his regular clothes. Now he is self-actualized. He has brought himself into the shadow world. And the pressure is building. The film has not come out yet. A lot is riding on the line. So you got this big giant head about to explode. Maybe this is like a secret fear he has about something inside of himself. Yeah, it's inside of him. He's worried about his ego inflating. He's like, oh, Jesus Christ, I just made this moderately big budget movie with Kurt Russell and Kim Cattrall, and now I'm demanding that I do the score and make a music video. Is this me? Do I have an inflated sense of self? Am I going to burst? Am I going to make it? He's fucking serious. He's looking at me dead in the goddamn eyes. Staring the evil down. Well, that was fun, everybody. That was fun. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this this sojourn into Big Trouble in Little China by the Coupe de Villes. And we'll see you next time. If you have any suggestions for future Hot Reacts Only, leave it in the comments. Hopefully I've never seen it. I like doing ones that I've never seen and just kind of going off the handle. But I wanted to do another one. It's been a long time since I had done one of these. And there you have it. And now it's done. Adios.